Hey, welcome. My name is Sarah, and I am here to support you on your journey in whatever way that I can be of service. So, I'm also here to do spiritual readings. They're just whatever wants to come out of the cards from Spirit is whatever wants to come out of the cards, but it's just here to help guide you, to help keep you going strong because I understand that life is challenging and sometimes we just need somebody to be like, hey, it's okay, you've got this, right? We need that encouragement and we need that higher guidance. So I'm going to get started out here with the Healing Energy Oracle deck and let's just see what comes out for our highest good. Let's see what it is that we need to know. Whew, hold on. One came out and then the rest of the cards try to jump with it. So what do we get here? Affirmation. Let's see if I can get this to focus. This card says, I listen to myself and I acknowledge my needs. So what is it that that you feel you need? I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. So this card has a lot to do. Let me see if I can. With honoring what it is that you need. Respecting that. Maybe I feel like what I'm feeling like is if you haven't already, set some boundaries for yourself. What is okay with you? What's not okay with you? You're always growing and evolving and you're going to find some things just they don't fit so well in your life anymore. Like you need to kind of draw the lines differently, so to speak, right? So don't feel free, even when you set boundaries, to check up on them and see if you need to change some things up, right? Let yourself know it's okay to sit there and do what is in your best interest. I gotta go retrieve that. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah. Positive timing. This card says, my life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I feel serenity. So what you can't carry what's too much, right? Hand it over to the universe, to God, to Spirit, right? Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes we carry things that really we're not supposed to be carrying, I feel like, or it's just too much, and that's okay to ask for help, to say, hey, I can't do this. Just unburden yourself no matter what. Sometimes unburdening yourself is like yourself, just to be clear, it's like letting go of the limitations, letting go of the things people have said to you that are hurtful, to stop, playing it small, to stop replaying the story in your head that is telling you you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, that, you might as well just give up. Don't allow any type of negativity to fester, because that darkness likes to spread. And the way to make this shift is to allow that light in. If you need to, what I find helpful when the overthinking starts happening and my mind wants to play all these bad scenarios, is to literally just sit there and just be like, I'm just going to breathe. Focus on, an object in the room, whatever works for you. Find something that works for you, but allow your mind to rest, because your mind will like to run wild, and a lot of times it runs wild in the worst, in the worst possible ways, right? It ends up stressing you out. So try to let go of whatever it is that is weighing you down. Allow yourself to take breaks from it. Yeah, you're going to have negative thoughts. Yeah, you're going to have doubts come up. That's just the way it is. But try not to, get in the habit of trying not to entertain it, right? Entertain anything that takes you off your path or makes you feel less than, basically. We got Divine Light. I am an expression of love, and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. So I feel like this card is here reminding you that you are enough. Your light is needed in this world, by the way. Your light is unique to you, and that's a good thing. You're meant to be different. You're not meant to be like everybody else. That's why it's important that you embrace who you are. You know, Spirit sent here with your own set of, you know, unique gifts and talents, and the way you shine your light for others that's how it's meant to be. Don't sit there and be somebody you're not, or try to fit into a mold or anything like that, right? So, honor who you are too. Any other messages out here for highest good? We got choice. This one says, I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Yeah, I feel like this card definitely goes hand in hand with the rest of the messages. There again, it's lightening your load, right? It's allowing what hasn't been working to fall away so you can make room for the new in your life and go in a different direction and have the energy to do it. Because sometimes when you're really weighed down, it's hard to have the energy to do the very things that you've been wanting to do. This one says, one step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. So this is one of those cards that's really helping you understand another way to lighten your load and to have the energy to make a move towards your goal, towards your dream, towards your desired outcome. And it's wanting you to know that even if it seems basically impossible, your job isn't to have it all mapped out, to know every step of the way, because that's probably going to change anyways. It's literally just taking your first step, just one step at a time. Maybe your first step is getting to know what it is that you want. Maybe your next step is saying yes to it. Yes, this is what I want. Yes, I'm going to commit to this. This is what I want to make happen, right? It builds momentum. You'd be surprised how sometimes the small steps build the biggest momentum. And just like Spirit's telling you to progress along, just stay centered in the present moment. Do the best that you can do. That's all it's asked of you, but be in the present moment and make those changes that you've been wanting to make. This one says inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. I feel like that's another card too, of letting you know, honestly, that you are enough. And sometimes physical appearances are deceiving. Sometimes, it's like that. What I'm feeling like, it's almost like that shiny object syndrome thing, where something looks pretty bright, it's like sparkly, and you want to go head in that direction, but maybe you're not paying attention to what's underneath. What are the motives behind it? Is it something that isn't really meant for you, but it looks pretty, it looks like it should be good, right? Pay attention to how you feel around people and their vibration and what you're picking up on. Really pay attention to that. It's really important. The body, this is just the body that we're in. This is not what any of us really look like. It's just the body, the human form that we took. That's all it is, right? There's nothing wrong, by the way, with how you look. There's absolutely nothing wrong with how you look, okay? I want you to know that first and foremost. But I think what God's really trying to say here is, more than anything, honor your light. Honor what's inside of you, the goodness, the compassion, the encouragement you show to others. You just being there for other people makes a big difference. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid to do things your way. Because that's what you're meant to do. Right? You're not supposed to do it everybody else's way. You're supposed to do it your way. But yeah, you're enough. You are enough. Believe me. I know you are. I believe in you. And if you need to take that belief and borrow it and go hit the ground running, you go do that. You're more than welcome to go do that. I completely understand. I know what it's like. I completely know what it's like to get off to a rough start in life, to think that you're not enough. I completely understand those feelings. But I'm here because I want to help you flip the script. I want to help you stop telling yourself these stories that are doing you more harm than good, right? I want to help you find that light within yourself. I'm going to pull a few cards here from Soul Messages, and we'll see what comes out. Alright. For highest good, what do we need to know? Let's see, what do we get here? Surrender. Maybe it's time to take a break, take a pause, take a breath. Again, maybe it has to do with releasing that weight, whatever's been weighing you down. Embrace your authenticity. Let go of expectations. It is time for you to shine. That is what Spirit is clearly saying in these messages here. It is. Don't hold back. Any other messages out of here for highest good? Caught it. It almost went flying. Oops, I got it upside down. Trust that you know the answer. That's a big one too, and a lot of us aren't taught that. Trusting yourself is so important, really it is, because that's how, you know, when Spirit speaks to you, when your intuition guides you to something, you got to trust that it's meant for you. You got to know that, hey, look, this is the answer that I wanted to, you know, that I've been waiting to receive. This is the path that I'm meant to go on. Maybe this is the best choice that I should make, right? But you got to be able to trust yourself. Of all the relationships, you know, people talk about all the different relationships and, you know, how to sit there and have, you know, be friends with people to find that special someone and all that. But what about the relationship with you? First and foremost, it really is important to have a strong relationship with yourself. Being on a twin flame journey, that is one of the biggest lessons I think I've learned, honestly, is to learn to get to know myself. The who I am, not the who everybody thinks I should be. I mean who I am and what is important to me, because I used to be a big people pleaser. You know, I grew up in a lot of fear. My dad had anger issues, and so I was always trying to, you know, watch every step I took, every word I said, every emotion I showed, right? I was walking on like just pins and needles, basically, holding my breath, hoping I didn't trigger something, right? And it was hard. And I learned, you know, to take care of everybody else before me. But I'm telling you, and this is what I'm telling you, because I've had a lot of experience in this. Take some time to get to know you, the real you. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks of you. What do you think of you? Not what you were taught to believe about yourself, because somebody taught you how to doubt yourself. Somebody, you know, things were said to you. I know it's hard, but beyond that, like, who are you? Like, what's important to you? How do you see yourself? How do you want to see yourself? It's important. Build a strong relationship with yourself. I have found that is the easiest way to connect to your higher self, to connect to your intuition, to allow Spirit to guide you. You know, is to trust yourself and to honor your path and to trust the signs that are shown to you, to trust yourself, to take that action, to do your part in things, right? It's important to have that solid relationship with yourself. So I hope all these messages help you out, give you some clarity and guidance. But thank you so much for being here with me, and have a beautiful rest of your day.